This is the Ridiculously Amazing Insurance Agent podcast hosted by me, Kelly Donahue-Piro. This show is for growing agencies looking to maximize their biggest investment, their people. We mash up our 3-minute videos from the previous week, all with tips on how to be ridiculously amazing at insurance sales, retention, processes, marketing, running in an agency, and time management. If you want them daily, like us on social media as they're posted. But let's get started. All right, everybody. Well, this is the mashup of our first 4 strategies on time management for the week. As you can see, if you're watching this, I'm recording this from the Delta Sky Lounge on my way to New Orleans to visit a client because we had to get this done and this was the best time to do it. So, and I practice my time management strategies. This might be my frog, is just getting it out of the way. If you followed along this week, you'll have heard about Eat the Frog, our 2-minute rule, winning the lottery at lunch, and breaking up the duplicate work. So let's do a little bit more as you listen to this matchup. If you want to catch the most efficient way, which is to listen to the matchup all at once and apply them daily. We'll see you in the first video. All right, so we're kind of infamous for this one, the Eat the Frog, which is why we kicked it off with this. You might have seen little frogs on all of our social media, but eating the frog is an important concept. It's doing a hard, icky thing that you typically have aversion to first thing in the day. This might be why I'm a 5 a.m. workout person. But you want to do this before you answer email, before you do anything else. So you start your day productive and you get something out of the way, and it's amazing how fast it can go. Listen to our first 3-minute video on Eat the Frog. This is tip 1. Hey everyone, it's Kelly Donahue-Piro here, and super excited to launch our April 3-minute videos, which are all going to be on time management because our totally revamped time management course is launching on April 15th, and it's an AppX program, which means it's the only time anybody can purchase it outright is for 2 weeks. Other than that, it's a subscription. So really looking forward to having some new people invited into our time management philosophies. And the reason this was created was because I'm so sick of hearing the word busy in agencies, only to find out as we kind of work hand in hand with agencies that we're spending a lot of time on the wrong things. So we're going to give you 16 strategies that are all in the time management course, but of course we go much deeper and much greater into how you can tackle it. So if you like any of these, purchasing the course is well worth it. To have your whole team working uniformly, outstanding. And in fact, in the honor of time management, I'm shooting this video in the Delta Sky Lounge because we had to get them done and I was running around today. So this is going to be, the first video is called Eat the Frog, which is one of our signature things. You may have seen it on our social media channels where we actually have little squishy frogs that we hand out to our consulting clients. And the concept of Eat the Frog is this. Is imagine you had to eat a frog, a live, disgusting, riveting, slimy, gross frog. Well, if you didn't eat the frog, then somebody that you loved would pass away. Might be thinking, good riddance. And we have to say somebody you love because it's not always people you think. And so when would be the best time today to eat that frog? It's first thing in the day. Well, what we find is a lot of times in insurance, we have a whole avoidance strategy of telling somebody their claims declined or telling somebody that their policy's canceled due to non-payment, making late payment calls, or we push off remarketing because it's complicated and we think that, there's brilliantly going to be 2 hours a day, we have no interruptions. So the concept of Eat the Frog is get the first thing in the morning and do the hardest task of your day and get it out of the way. And if you can do that, you start your day productive. So that means you do not open your email. You do not open your management system. You have it waiting on your desk. And one of the future videos we're going to talk about is your startup day and end day ritual, which is making sure you know what frog you're going to tear into first. When you start your day productive, you don't start an email going back and forth. You start winning your day. And that's our 3-minute video strategy. The other tips you're going to learn about this week are the 2-minute rule, working like you're going to win the lottery at lunch, and breaking up a duplicate work. So those are the tips for this week. We hope that you follow along. Most importantly, check out that course because it's going to change your agency as it's changed many agencies we work with. See you in the next video. All right, we're on to tip 2, which is our 2-minute rule. So appropriate, 2 for 2, right? In 2022. And the idea here is if it takes 2 minutes, you do it. If not, you document it and you go ahead and you put it in your system for follow-up later. But so often we focus on the things coming in all day long, we don't get to the real work. The real work are the tasks in our system, which are promises to customers. So listen to how Heath Sharon talks a little bit about the 2-minute rule and how it can impact your agency.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the mayor here, Heath Sharon. I'm here with yet another 3-minute video, and I'm super pumped that you are here today. Be proud of yourself for being here. It is pretty awesome, and it shows that you do care about your craft today. And for a little while now, we're going to be talking about time management, because I think that is the backbone of any successful agency and of taking care of the business you need to take care of and putting in a lot of the programs that we do over here at APP. So we want to give you some tips this week on how to better have time management in your agency, at your desk, whatever you are doing. And today, we're going to address a subject that comes up quite a bit, and that's people that say, I've got tasks coming in, or I've got emails, I got stuff coming in from all over the place, and I don't know how to manage my day, and I spend so much of my time, answering emails and doing this and doing that, and I got stuff coming in from 7 different work areas, and what we want you to do is, document it, get it in the system. Your agency management system is the place I'm talking about, get it in a system. And so the main thing I want to talk about today is get it in the system one way or another. And what we're going to focus on today is the 2-minute rule. And so you'll be asking, what is the 2-minute rule? I know what it is in football, or I know what it is in this, or I know what it is that. But what I'm talking about here is a 2-minute rule when it comes to documentation. If it's a task that comes in, or an email, or something that comes in that takes 2 minutes or less, go ahead and do it right then and there, and then document it. Does that make sense? 2 minutes or less, do it, and document it. Put it in the system immediately. If it comes to you at your desk and you look at that email, or you look at that task, or you look at whatever that is that came across your desk, a phone call or whatever it is, if it's going to be something that takes longer than 2 minutes, then I want you to document it. Stop what you're doing, document it, put it in a task for yourself, put it in a list of some sort, put it in the system, schedule it to be done, and then do it later. So 2 minutes or less, document it after you do it. 2 minutes or more, document it, then do it. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because I think that's going to be crucial, so that we're going to eventually get to the point where we're working out of one system, that you don't have emails and this and you have that and all these other things coming in. We want to grab it, stick it in the system, and either do it then or do it after you document it. Put a task in to say, this is something that's, a priority number one. We need to do this by the end of the day today. Or this is something that could be, done in 2 days. Put it in the system, however many days you need to do it, document when you're going to do it, and then do it at that point in time. So 2-minute rule. Make sure you focus on that and get that done. Guys, I really appreciate you hanging out with us this week, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. I'm going to be real honest with you. For years in my own personal and professional life, I myself struggled with time management, and I struggled with staying on top of my day. And instead, I would let my day run me, and I would let my emails run me and my tasks run me instead of the other way around. And it wasn't until I started working with Kelly at APP that I started to figure it out, and going through and her step-by-step process and what APP teaches in that I really started to figure it out. And once I started changing those habits in my life and outlasting the suck of change, I really embraced that. And now I have such a better feel for my day. I'm on top of my task. It feels so good at the end of the day to be at 0 emails in my inbox. And it's amazing to me how much my life changed because I got on top of my time. And that's something that I realized coming into to working here at APP. All of her programs really hinge on time management for a reason. Once you get your emails and your task and your desk and all those things under control, then you can focus more time on cross-selling, on upselling, on prospecting, on doing the things that you enjoy doing in the agency and not having to focus so much on those other tasks. And once you stop with the duplicate entry and you get rid of the notepads on your desk and do all those things, you'll be amazed at how much time you get back in your day. And I've learned so much, even putting this together. Right now, I'm super excited to be a part of relaunching the time management course, Time Management 3.0, alongside Kelly, to try to help you guys. I've been there. I've been on your side of the desk. I've been where you're at, and I've been overwhelmed. I have been snowed under with my task. I've looked at my emails and had 1,000 in my inbox and just got paralyzed with that. And I'm here to tell you that you can do it, and I want to help you do that. I want to be a part of the change. And I can't wait to. I really want you guys to come along with me and Kelly during this journey. And if you're a part of our school sales, I hope that you go through that. If you're a part of the APP Performance Pack and you've gone through some other courses, I hope that you go through this course. I hope that you'll look into this, because it really is a game changer for your agency. If you need a refresher even, or if you've hired some new employees and you want them to go through the time management course, please don't hesitate. If you've never been through one of our courses, this one's the one to start with. I highly encourage you to do it. Go to our website, sign up, let's get started. I want to go alongside this with you. I want to be a part of this, and I want to see the change in your life as well. Guys, what are you waiting for? Let's get after it.
All right. Our next one is winning the lottery at lunch. Isn't this some fun? I know in previous years when my husband and I were not as fortunate as we are today, we used to spend $1 and buy a lottery ticket and spend the entire night thinking about what we do if we won the lottery. Well, you can win the lottery at work every day by just acting like you're going to win the lottery, which means that all your work is in the system perfectly. So if you won the lottery, you can walk out and no client expectations are missed. This helps with communication, it helps with backing up people, it helps with the customer experience, and it helps us not operate off of here, which as I get older, doesn't work always so well. So we want to impose on y'all the importance of acting like we're going to win the lottery at lunch for this 3-minute video. Hey, it's Kelly donahue-piro here with tip 3 of her 16 tips on time management and insurance agency. And this one is all about something that you might have heard is, well, what if you get hit by a Mack truck? And I always kind of had to giggle at this one because I was like, well, if I'm hit by a Mack truck, guess what? I don't really care. But the reality is that you should be working like you're going to win the lottery at lunch, which if you got the notification, do you win the lottery at lunch? Could you walk away from your desk and have anybody pretend to be you, or to follow up with your clients just like you would? Would any balls be dropped? For many of us, we're operating on brain power, notepad, email. It's not all in the place it should be, which is your agency's management system. So our goal, and something we stress in this time management course that we're launching on April 15th, is the idea of act like you're going to win the lottery at lunch. So if you can win the lottery at lunch, you can walk away. That's the ultimate goal, because we don't know when we're going to get pulled away. We don't know when we're going to be sick or have a family emergency, or just when maybe you need time off the phones to focus on your work and anyone else can help a customer. And the idea is that no balls should be dropped. The customer experience should be intact, whether you're there or not. This also helps something that we talk a lot about in this course, which is the need to ask for help. Well, you can only ask for help if everything's in the system and can be easily reassigned. So your mission through this time management course we're launching on April 15th, but if you want it right now, you can subscribe and get all of our courses, is legitimately to act like you're going to win the lottery at lunch. And you could walk out, get on your private plane to Bora Bora, wherever you go. I'm torn between the Maldives and Bora Bora, and then literally take it from there. So that's our tip. We hope you enjoy it, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, in this video, this is something that we harp on a lot in our new course, which is breaking up with duplicate work. So we focus on notepads and how writing down a notepad to type it into your system's duplicate work, and it's not real time. We focus on quoting, how we can quote. A lot of opportunity over the phone if we learn how to do it. We keep an open mind, but it's duplicate work to take a quote sheet and then type it all in. So we're going to address through this video with Heath Sharon, the mayor, all about how we can break up with duplicate work and make your agency efficient and effective.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the mayor here, Heath Sharon, with another installment of the 3-minute videos. And I am super pumped to be hanging out with you guys today, this week, for the next couple of weeks, as we talk about time management, as we are going to be relaunching our time management course in the second quarter, and I'm super pumped. So I wanted to talk to you, and Kelly and I want to come to you with some tips and strategies on time management. And so today in specific, I want to talk to you about duplicate entry and, breaking up with, duplicate entry. And I know that may seem, pretty elementary, or you might be thinking, why, duh, we don't want to do all that. But at the same time, so many of you guys out there do it. So many of the people that we see out there in the agency world do that, whether it's notepads, whether it's quote sheets, things like that, or reluctancy to use a rater. And I want to talk about that. I want to get you directly entered into the management system. We talked about that earlier in the week, and I want to talk to you about it again today. because again, if you're using notepads on your desk, then obviously it's you're doing duplicate entry as it is. And everybody, you're thinking, how can I break up with the notepad? That's how I was trained, and that's how I was trained. Well, I want to talk to you about, you can go through different stages, whether you start with, one page on the notepad a day. And then the next week, maybe you can do a whiteboard on your desk. And a lot of people continue to use a whiteboard on their desk, and you can erase it and do whatever. That's fun. Digital notepads, those are cool. And then you can go straight into after a month, and you're going direct entry. And that's kind of how I had to do it. When I first started working over here and working on time management, doing that, because it is difficult. We understand that. Anything that you have to write down and then transfer into the system is obviously duplicate entry, and that takes up time. Quote sheets. When I was a producer, we used quote sheets every single week and every day. And that way I got all the right information. I went through that, and I would have my sheet. I would be writing down, asking the questions and write down the answers. And those are great. There's nothing wrong with quote sheets. But let's try to move to maybe a fillable PDF that you can go in a fillable form online that you can ask some questions, do that. And then you can cut and paste, put in the system, where you integrate it into your system somehow. But again, quote sheets and writing down on your piece of paper as you're on the phone with the client, that's duplicate entry, takes up time. I want you to think about, let's get it straight into the system. If you're not going to do it straight into the management system as you go, maybe you can do it on a pre-fillable quote sheet. The other thing, a lot of people are reluctant to use raters, and they'll say, raters don't work because it's not an accurate quote every time, or raters don't work because of this or because of that. But the main thing to think about with raters is getting rid of duplicate entry. Instead of going into all the systems one by one, you can enter it in one time and it goes straight into theirs. Then you can go in and clean it up a little bit, but it does stop duplicate entry type stuff. So there's a couple of different tips today on duplicate entry that I want you to think about. Duplicate entry. Say that 5 times fast. That's a lot of fun. Duplicate entry. I want to talk to you about that and breaking up with that, because again, it's just going to end up slowing you down. And time is the name of the game, and we want to work on time management. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.
All right. We hope you enjoyed our first 4 tips of time management. If you like this and you want to subscribe, it's $245 to our school. You get everything. You get the entire school, all of it, cross-selling, reducing remarketing, time management, sales, renewal review calls, everything that we teach clients right in our school. You can do it yourself. But if you want to wait just to buy this course, we're only running it for 2 weeks for $495, and that's April 15th till April 30th. So take your choices, but you can get it right now if you like. So no sense in dilly-dallying, everybody. Sign up as you can. We look forward to seeing you in the next 4 tips, which I'll foreshadow. The word busy, notepads, reducing payments, and over remarketing. We'll see you in the next course, or the next 3-minute videos, I should say. I've got courses on my life. Hey, everybody. So want to just let you know, we have our Ridiculously Amazing Insurance Agent podcast. And if you have not already gone and subscribed to it, you're missing out, because it's one of the only insurance podcasts out there that has no sponsors, 0 sponsors. And the reason that we do that is we believe that we want to be the podcast for agencies with the people problems, the growing agencies. If you've got 10 people out there, you know what I'm talking about. It gets harder with different personalities. And so we want to bring to you the best vendors. We want to bring to you also the best agency stories out there facing and doing the hard things for the agencies that are growing. And so if you're interested in a new insurance podcast that isn't too crazy, let us know. We actually do these 3-minute videos as podcasts. You might be listening to it right now. So go ahead, subscribe to the Ridiculously Amazing Insurance Agent podcast. You can go to our website under the podcast section. It's on the top left-hand corner. There's a drop down, click podcasts and subscribe. Go to Apple or iTunes and you can also subscribe there. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much.